Hello, my name is Jennifer, and welcome to part 28 of my Rags to Riches Realm of Magic edition. And if you are returning, welcome back. And the dinner party is still going on. There is still a thunderstorm. I had loaded in and people were standing up, and now they've gone and sat down again. Angelina is stressed from the thunderstorm, but for some reason Aurora isn't, and it doesn't appear that Benji is either, and I don't believe that either of them have the carefree trait from what I can recall. But anyways, I don't seem stressed right now, so that's fine. And we already have our gold, so we probably could end the dinner party whenever we wanted to, since it's pretty late and we don't really need to continue with it. Let me just make sure everybody's on the right aspiration before she needs to earn a silver, and she needs to go to the bathroom. So I'm going to have her go, because why not? We now have 2 of them. Though I didn't actually add a bathtub yet. Who's outside? Oh, their mother, and she's wet. I think I see water dripping off. And I don't know, I think that's because of their reputation, because they're not stars. So I find that people will do that even when she's not known, but she's just has a pristine reputation, that sort of swooning type thing. So there we go. And what is she cooking? Something? What are you cooking? Serve pancakes. Okay. I do also notice that sometimes when you have parties, that Sims will just start cooking food non-stop. And she's reached cooking level 7, and now she's going to cook some food. Pancakes. We don't need the food. Have you noticed that when you have a dinner party? If you have dinner parties in your game, that they will do that. And where are you going? Okay, it's raining. It's a thunderstorm. Let's put it over here. Maybe you should go inside. Go here. If you want to play it, you can, but go play it over here. Don't play it outside. And you're cooking now. I hope you have high enough cooking skill. I think you all have, okay, yeah, you have level 6. I think he actually was my sim who got it first, if I remember correctly. But, you know, I'm going off of memory, so I'm not sure. But, and of course, Angelina has maxed hers. Fruit and yogurt parfait. Excellent. So we're going to put that over here. And we're going to, I guess we'll just let the party end when it ends, because it's almost about to end. So this is the twins' father and the twins' mother, and they're both notable newcomers, and there our party is over. So, and she started to paint. But she's confident anyways, so she should now have that for her cooking aspiration, which we're not planning on completing. And I see someone, I guess, maxed their charisma skill, if that was a correct something that's correct. She actually has to make emotional paintings, which she's just doing regular painting. And I had started all of those over there, so she can do that. You know what? Let's just stop that one. And as soon as you're stopped, why don't we put that over here? And it's not going to count for anything. So you're going to come here, and you're going to... Oh, what were you going to do with Benji? You're going to go chat with him. And what are you doing, Benji? That's you researching? No, you're playing. Oh, that was just a delayed response. So let's take a look. Oh, Aurora. She was out here playing the violin. How did she manage to get her charisma up when she was not even at home? She wasn't even working on it. So she came outside. Though, speaking of... Okay, let's see. So she got a silver, but didn't count for throwing a party. Sometimes I find the dinner parties count, and sometimes I find they don't count. I kind of find it's a bit random, for me at least. Let's put her on Friend of the World, and that means she has completed that, because she just needs to max her charisma skill. So let's take a look. I'm just checking again. So she's outgoing, cheerful, and loves the outdoors. And she's getting a little bit tired. We obviously don't need to leave her on that aspiration because she's done with it. Leader of the pack. She needs to buy a club perk. Well, we've never had her be on here. Let's see what club perks we maybe want to buy. We could buy... we could have them learn media production. Maybe make some extra money that way. though. I don't know that we're at 60,000 anymore because we spent so much money on the renovation, which of course you lose that pretty quickly because it goes down. So it's worth 40,000. So they don't even have a house worth 50,000. So it's worth 60,000 in total. But we know they've earned 60,000. Even if the house goes down in value, we know that they have earned it because they had already earned it. So I didn't stop you, did I? So why don't you come here and resume that confident painting? And let's take a look here at your writing skill, because that's actually the aspiration you want to work on, and you're only at level 4, but we'll let you finish this painting and get some extra points. And Benji, you have to go to the bathroom too, so why don't you just go sneak into the bathroom off the bedroom there. And you have a throw a party and you've got a silver on 2 parties. I don't think you have, you're only at level 7 of charisma skill. And then, obviously for this, you have got a few more points there. And computer whiz. You need to do some practicing of programming if you're going to work on that one. So this is your bedroom over here. So why couldn't you use the sink that was right beside the toilet I told you to go to? Why don't you come here and practice programming there? And that should help you with your programming skill and also that aspiration. And that's his bedroom. We didn't put any decor in here at all. And the whole basement is ready for space. And she doesn't really... she's not really doing anything other than playing the violin. Oh, I meant to actually put her on the music aspiration. So she needs to listen to music. She obviously has played an instrument, practiced music for like more than 6 hours. So why don't you come here and read this? And can you listen to something while you're doing that? Let's see if you can. I'd like someone to learn the flower arranging skill. And she's kind of my nature, my nature person. And you don't actually need to be on this for the listening to music for 2 hours, just like you didn't need to be on it for the practicing music. It'll just count it when you get done, just as a way to show you that you're finished with it. So I think for her, I've got to have her go on Purveyor of Potions. That's what I'd like to really finish for her. And she's getting kind of tired. She is pretty high, actually. So when she finishes that, I'm going to have her... Oh, you finished your painting. So we're going to put that over here. And then we're going to grab... May as well get through this tier of this aspiration. I'm just going to put it there so I can flip over and see it better. So we're going to put it here. And then why don't you come here, Angelina. You're listening to music because, of course, I find that they do that. I don't know, that's because I tend to have clubs going all the time. I think I have sometimes noticed it happening even when I don't have clubs going, that they start going and listening to music together. But I usually have clubs going, so it could just be because I have clubs going. But it's not like I said to listen to it together. I just said, yeah, you don't need to, even though that'll help you. So you're going to come here and resume that confident painting. And then you'll get one more done. And then we're going to have you go back to, well, we'll have you maybe sell some paintings because you need to do it. What is, oh, it's leaves. Like, what is coming through here? So she's listening to her music. And she could probably brew a potion. Oh, look, we have some of these now. Why don't you harvest the dragon fruits? And then why don't you supercell why don't you harvest the apples? I don't know if you have any in your inventory. You do have a few, but apples are good for potions. I think potatoes are used for something, but I don't know how many potions she knows. And valerian, do you have any valerian in there? You have mandrake, and you have valerian in there. Why don't you harvest the parsley? and sage. And then why don't you just supercell everything so that it'll be available tomorrow for you to harvest. And you could check pockets for seeds. And you have lemons? Yeah. So then why don't you come here and supercell. Nothing is there. You got to actually go all the way out here. Supercell those. And you finished your second painting. And it's normal and not worth... See, this looks like it's the tree. That's what it is, poking through. And here is your other confident painting. Just having to go around. So it turned out she was confident, so I didn't need to have her do them all, but sometimes I find it can be hard to get the emotional ones. Resume that one. And how long have you been doing this for? You've only been going for 3 hours. That's it. Let's see. Is there anything ready to evolve out here? No, but you could fertilize this one, and we'll fertilize it with I'm looking if there's anything worth 50, so that's worth... I probably shouldn't be skimping. I should probably just use a dragon fruit. So I'm going to cancel that, and I'm going to fertilize it with the dragon fruit I was originally planning on doing. And then we will fertilize... It's a potato, and I think this is another... It's a lily. We'll fertilize... Oh, we can't fertilize that. Can we fertilize this? Yes, we'll fertilize that with that salmon whenever I find it. Or tuna? No. Looking for things worth 50 or more. So we'll fertilize that. Okay, so now that you've done that, why don't we go downstairs to our very unfinished basement. Well, at least it has some wall coverings, though it's cement floor. You're going to go brew a potion of plentiful needs. And let's hope that you do well with that. Very basic stairs, no railings on them or anything. So did you get your third painting down? You did. Done? You did. So it's 380. So we're going to come here and we're going to sell to collector all 3 of these paintings. So we can get that. And then while we're at it, we'll just put this back on there for her to paint. But it will not count as an excellent painting right now because there's a known issue where the figure paintings don't count if they're excellent or masterpieces. They won't count towards this or the next tier of the aspiration. But her actual goal is to work on the best-selling author aspiration. So I'm going to swap her over to that. And she needs to be... And the storm is over, but it's still raining. Let's check her hygiene. I know she can scrubberoo, but I want her to get a thoughtful moodlet, so I'm going to have her go take a thoughtful shower. But that's 4 hours, so I don't know that is going to be really useful. So we're going to come here, and we are going to rally the troops. And when she's finished doing that, she's going to come and start resume writing a book. Did you get that done? What are you doing? Chatting with Benji. They both seem to... Well, since you're available, why don't you rally the troops? Already. Why don't you rally the troops? And you kind of do need some social, so I guess you could have a deep personal conversation with him. And you can enthuse about the outdoors. And yes, she got 1 brewed. Let's see where she is. She's actually got quite far to go. So we're going to bottle it all up. So we're going to brew a potion. Perk purging. I guess we can try that one. And she saved while crafting that. So she's working on that. Oh, look, she is inspired. So you go write your book. Now that you're inspired. It's overpowering. The 2 of them happen to help overpower. Oh, you're going to go to that computer and set now. Have you finished yours? Yes, you have. Okay, so we are going to cancel this and cancel this. And what I want him to do is I want him to come out here and ask for gardening tips. He may as well check pockets for seeds. And we do have a couple of plants here that we can evolve. So we'll check in on Aurora. Your powers are growing much faster. Who is that? Oh, that was Benji. Did he level up? Oh, he did. He got a talent perk. Well, he didn't. He's maxed. He can't level up at all. But we were trying to go for this one. So we're going to take the charge control. All spellcaster charge increases are reduced. Because what I want to get to is that he's hexproof is what I want him to be. And yeah, we'll just go here. So we'll do that. And I probably need to have him dismiss his... We're going to magic familiars, dismiss the familiar. We don't want to unbind it, we just want to dismiss it because it's making him confident and I want him to be focused. So now that he's done that, where did our... I thought I bought a chess table. Maybe I was planning on buying it because I know I put this downstairs and I was thinking of getting him a chess table, but I guess I didn't. So he is focused, but just to try and boost that a little bit, we are going to have him web, and we're going to browse Simpedia, which will make him extra focused. And then do we have... One thing I've actually realized recently is the Death Flower makes them focus. So maybe we need to go over to the realm. I have been meaning to go over there and see if they have any for sale. Oh, there's Patchy. So we're going to have him play Sim Scuffle and work on that. And the other skill that would be fun for him to maybe work on is a bit more is the robotic skill, but he is at level 3 already of that. So you, my dear Aurora, you've done your 2 potions, 2 of your 5, and I want to check you on the freelance botanist, and you do need to evolve plants. So let's come evolve. Well, you don't have to come anywhere. You can do it right where you are. But let's evolve the plants that need evolving so that we can start working on that one. Maybe work on this actual, get one of them to complete the freelance botanist aspiration. And why don't you fertilize? That's not worth very much. It's worth borderline. It's not 50, but it's better than some. And I'll do that one. I know I have the dragon fruits. I just don't want to use them too much on too many things. So we'll just do another tuna, I hope. The problem with doing that is that there's a cooldown period for... What are you doing? You're going to go talk to... Go talk to Patchy. Okay. So did you get you got your right for an hour while inspired, which I don't think you had, but maybe she did and I just missed it. She's still working on that book. It's taking a very long time. It'd be nice if she got through the book. And because that is one of her goals, is to complete her best-selling author aspiration. Which the downside of her going to university is that it'll probably interfere with her actually getting her goals done of writing books and essentially doing this aspiration. But so maybe she doesn't want to go to school, and perhaps Aurora could go to school instead. Why don't we actually have Aurora go over here, university, and email former guidance counselor for advice. And she got her book done. Yay! She's all done. She's happy from her new novel. And I don't know if there's any point. She may as well just, let's check her needs. Her social is actually already matched, but she can ask about day, and it's still a rainy day. She can share expert fishing tips and enthuse about a new show. I can't remember his trait because it's only one trait across different saves because I have Apache in most saves. But I know it was fine. I do remember that. So she's a great outdoors, super scout, and a future star. So none of them are really worth that much. But we may as well have her apply for some scholarships. And we'll have her apply for those ones because that's what they're recommending. So it was great outdoors. I'm just having it go fast. And then Super Scout. Or we'll do Future Star, it's right there. And now Super Scout. Scholarships apply. Oh, she can do Helping Hand. Interesting. We'll do that one. And then we are going to do, we're going to just have her apply. It doesn't hurt to apply. So we'll have her apply. And he did get that. So he needs to make a video game or an app. But I think what I'd like him to do, maybe what we'll do before we end this part, is we're going to buy a couple of things. We're going to buy a chess table, which we don't really have any room, but we could maybe... I don't think there's room for a chess table in here, but is there room for this? Can this go here? It can, so that's good because it can go in there. And we'll see if we have room for a chess table in this area, because I kind of would like to keep it upstairs if I could, but if I can't, well, then I can't. So let's go in here, activities and skills, and buy a chess table. And then I know I have a couple of cheap chairs, so we'll just get one of these. We don't need it to be, and it does seem to fit there, so that's good. Oh, we got a couple of rewards for finishing, so we're going to sell that. And honestly, I'm going to sell this, because what I'd rather get instead of that is the tea maker, if I'm going to have something. So I'm going to go into appliances. Essentially, it's like a substitute for what they want. The tea maker is a bit more expensive, but we're going to get a tea maker there. And they don't have that much money, so we don't want to spend a lot of money. And then the other thing is, let's see. She has a bit of room here. So I'm going to take this picture and put it here. And I'm going to go under Activities and Skills, Creative. And I am going to get one of these, Mix Master Music Station, because that's an easy way to make money. In some ways, she has more room in her room, but maybe she doesn't. Maybe she doesn't. She has... Maybe I'll put this downstairs. It's just a spare computer anyways, that we don't really need. Though they seem to be using it. They have one in their bedrooms. They each have a better computer in their bedrooms. So we'll put that there instead of what we had there. That was one of the things I wanted to get. And I think we'll leave it at that for now. For what we're going to get. So if you're going to do something, why don't you come here and produce a new track and work on media production. And while we're at it, let's take one look over. You got your one book done. Put you over into the same one, Leader of the Pack. And she actually already bought something, so we don't need to worry about her. So we're going to put her back onto her actual aspiration she needs. For now, her writing one. And then we'll double check with him whether he needs anything. Nope, he doesn't either. So we're just going to buy the, we're going to go into the club and buy the perk that I wanted to get, which was, well, I already bought it. I bought the media production, robotics, because he's learning robotics, so I want to buy that. And that was what I was going to get, actually. I may as well buy get the photography boost. And I guess I could get a painting boost. And we already have the writing boost for a minute. I'm like, we can get the writing. And the herbalism, no, that's not what I'm learning. I'm trying to learn flower arranging. So we should get that as a boost too. So that's good enough for now. What I wanted to get, there was one more thing I wanted to get. And we are going to put it in the basement because there's not really room upstairs for this. And it is the robotics station, which is right here. So there we go. We've got it. And they have less money. But they're working on getting some more. So we're going to leave this part here. We had our dinner party end in this part, and we've added a few more skill building objects, and they've continued to work on some aspirations. And of course, Aurora over there, I believe I told her to apply to university, so hopefully she did. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye! This has been Jennifer. If you have any comments or suggestions, please leave them below. I'd love to see them. If you liked the video, please leave a like. And if you'd like to see more videos of challenge, let's plays, tutorials, and occasional speed builds, please subscribe if you haven't already done so. Thanks very much!